Hello everyone, Jeremy J here. Today I'm playing a game called the Stanley Parable, and this game has been HD'd up from, it used to be a mod for Half-Life I believe, and it got its own game on Steam. It's £8 at the moment, down from 10, it's about $15 full price though, £10, so it's reasonably expensive. It's quite a lot of money, but I've heard it's very good, so I decided to pick it up. I know, the problem with these indie games is that sometimes they're short, but I've heard this game's got a lot of, different endings and stuff, and I've heard it's very good, the narration's really good. So I'm going to dive straight into it, and we'll see how we go. By the way, if I am munching on any food during the video, I apologise for the sound.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I guess we're going to have to go and do that. We're going to have to go out of our office. So, looks like we've got basic controls, just WASD to move. Clicking, or the mouse rather, is to move off field of vision. So, we got a nice looking desk, got some pencils, got some chisel. Stuff's happening. We can't even... E is E to interact. Oh. Pressing E makes a weird key sound. Oh, it's the door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Ooh.
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
What?
Here it comes.
I don't know if that was supposed to happen. What was going on? Oh. Was that game over?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps these doors mean something.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor
Shut up.
did it advance the story
Shut
in
up.
any way.
Such a penis. They're all locked.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Oh, what a penis. Let's close that so we can Oh.
When Stanley came to a set
Whoa.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ooh, do we follow the narrator? That's a... Ooh. I guess I'm going to want to follow the narrator on my first attempt just to get the regular. Just to get... So that is... that's my right, that's my left. I think. So we're going down in numbers. Ooh, what's this?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling away
Is that a PowerPoint presentation going on
Stanley
there?
decided to go up to his boss's
Net cost
office,
efficiency.
hoping he might
Dollar,
find an answer
dollar,
there.
dollar. Pie chart there. How to solve... Oh. Where's the projector? That's really weird. There's like no projector on... Oh, there it is. So, it's over there. I was thinking... There's no... Everyone is unique. You, most of all. I'm very unique. I'm a unique kind of guy. Ooh, hello.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I get the feeling there's going to be loads of alternative endings to this. Like, if I stayed in that cupboard, perhaps we'd get like a...
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So tempting. There's so many ways to go. Oh, I bet this game is going to be massive. I bet there's so many ways to end this game. I've heard there's like 10 alternative endings. There might even be more. So that's pretty cool. Can't go there. So we're going to look for the boss's office, because this is obviously the way we're supposed to be playing the game, first off.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Oh, what was that?
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret
that?
was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh!
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where's the newly open... Oh, it's over there! I was looking... Thought that was the door. Okay, we got a generator. Cool Coolidge. Oh, space doesn't even jump. That's weird. That's an achievement. Oh my god, that's an achievement. That's an achievement. Okay, we just got an achievement, guys. 10%. We got 10. We got 10 of the achievements now. This could be either really good or really bad. I'm really liking this game though. Really, really good from what I played. This is a blind run, by the way, guys. I had barely seen any footage whatsoever of this game. I've just heard it's really good from a lot of people on YouTube, so...
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, we're going to find out what Stanley's job is all about, really.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, that's so tempting. Why? Oh, this game's good, but it's just... It's trying to make me just choose. Oh, I don't like choosing, because then... It's like The Walking Dead, where you've got 2 decisions, then you've got to replay through the whole game just to do that one decision that you missed, and oh... It's good. It's really got my attention, though, so...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I have the power. So that's all good.
Now the monitors
Whoa.
jumped to life. Their true
Oh, that's all there.
Each
So
bore
where's
the number of an employee
427?
in the building.
There's me,
Stanley's co-workers.
directly
The lives of so
in the middle of the
many
screen right now.
individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's Stanley's one right there. Okay, it's really cool. I really like this game. I've never actually played the original, so it's actually it's new to me.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
This game really reminds me of Portal.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How do I turn them off? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Probably commentating in this game is... I don't know when the narrator's going to start talking, so it's quite hard to sort of monitor my conversation with you guys over the game conversation with the audience as well, so it's sort of just all over the place. I'm going to assume that I'm supposed to be going this way. System power. Oh, okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Go on then. Hello. Oh.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he
so this I might have.
What other mysteries
I might have.
building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And
Or is it?
Stanley was happy.
So that's real. Ooh, that's good. I like the way that they did that, because there's so many different things that you've got to now go back to find out. So I might do some other playthroughs of this game, doing all the different ways to beat it. So if you guys like this and you want me to do the different playthroughs of the game, let me know. Because this was really good. I really like this game already. It did only take me less than 15 minutes to beat the main story, but there's so many other things that I've got to do on different versions of alternative endings, so I'm probably going to be doing those on my channel. So if you guys want to see them, you need to let me know in the comments down below, because I'll feel free to do them. So I assume this is the end?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
So yeah,
could it mean?
this is just
Stanley
a different...
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Yeah,
missed a
this is
memo.
just a... Well, there we go. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you guys want to see more of these videos on Stanley Parable, let me know. But for now, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.